All right. How are you? How's everything been?
Good.
Good. I thought that. We live together, so um, it's not like a big shock that everything has been okay. So, we are actually going to not use your book today because you've been doing so good with your piece, and also some other things I've been hearing you out here plunking around on. We're going to use those in lieu of the book this week, especially because I know you guys haven't really been driving well together. You and Book, not the best of friends. It's going to be okay though. All right, so let's go ahead and start by warming up your hands. Good stretches. Hold them, and then open them. Hold them, and then open them, and then turn. Okay. All right. Got blood flow to your hands. We're good to go. Let's, before we get into anything, everything we're doing today is in C. So why don't you hit me with a C scale? Very nice. I like your hand positioning. That's all good. Let's try your right hand, please. Very nice. Can you do them together? It's okay if it takes a while.
That's something's wrong over here.
Cross your left. There you go. There you go. Cross your left. Very nice. I'm really proud of you for all of that. Continue to practice your C scale. That will always be something that will come in handy. We will eventually hit more scales, but not right this one. So, can you tell me anything about your piece, whether it be something you enjoy, something you notice, something you dislike? Just give me any kind of feedback you have on your piece.
I like it. It's fun. Starting to work on the staccato notes, but then I get too in my head, which makes it a little hard.
That happens. It's okay.
And when you hit the couple of half notes, it's especially after the 16th, you just want to keep rushing through and push it.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure I'm paying attention.
Yes. I fully, yeah, that's really good. That's a really good thing to note is your 16ths, because you've got your 8s here, which are kind of your steady pulse in the song, even though it's in quarter notes. Your 8th notes are kind of your steady beat, and then your 16th subdivides that, which is really fast, and then it immediately goes into the slow part. So be aware of that. And I'm going to let you kind of count for yourself. I'm going to just let you go through it one good time by yourself the way you normally do in practice. Super proud of you, especially with this being like this is your only semester you've ever taken.
Yes.
I'm super proud. Okay, so there's not really, because this is an easy beginner piece, I'm not seeing that there are many dynamic markings. You're right, the style markings of the staccato are a little difficult to implement when you're first learning this piece. As you've learned kind of going through it, it starts to happen, whether you're intending for it to happen or not, but the way it's written, it just kind of lends itself to the staccato after you've learned it. Very good. Okay, so I think you're right, the only places really that were a problem is when you had to slow down because your brain was still counting really, really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty accurate. All right, so you have absolutely given me information recently that you would like to sight read. Yes.
I thought I wanted to play something jazzy.
You did say you wanted to play something jazzy, but we were in that same conversation. You said something about sight reading, and I've heard you out here plucking away at a few things, and so I'm going to get into that, and we're going to kind of tear it apart and learn some things while we're plucking away at it. All right. So the first thing I'm noticing here, other than there being a lot more dots on the page, is that they've given us some dynamic direction. Also, your tempo is in cut time, or not your tempo, I'm so sorry. Your time signature is in, yes. Your time signature is in cut time, which is, you can just read it as 4/4 right now. We're not trying to get too fancy. But I've heard you out here plucking away at this, and we'll come back to your Eine kleine Nachtmusik in just a little bit. But I'd like to kind of let you explore this piece here as much as you want. Yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to think of any tips or tricks. I feel like after, I've heard you doing this a couple of times, and I feel like you're kind of on track with it. You want to try your left hand? See what we can find there? I'm going to start on the G is on the top. So you're going to come here. Okay. And your C is on your pinky. Yep, right there. Alright, and if you want to hear the full chord, what it sounds like, you can play your C and your E on the top. It should feel like a full C chord. Yep. You get an A and an E in your left hand. Bring your pinky to this A here. Right here. And then your thumb on E. Should be a nice A minor chord. Sounded about right. This hand's not right, but that was right. So this one. And this one. Very good. That one's going to be an E and a G there. So up on each, there, yep. you got there?
There we
No,
go.
you were right.
I'm
The
right.
first time with the G, yeah. You should have a C, an E, and a G on the
Yep.
bottom. Yep. Oh, so you're up too high. If you're playing here, it's going to be the same note as you were playing here.
Yep.
Just your C. We're staying pretty much right in that C.
Okay. So that's
Sweet spot. Move your thumb to the E, so you have an E against your A, gives you the A minor.
okay. And this, which I'm jumping all over.
So your left hand's actually not so bad. If you put your thumb on your C here,
Yeah, but
this is an octave here. And then you're going to go down to your A and then your A on the top. That one, yeah. I bet it's probably going to repeat that again. But yeah, these are just going to be your bass notes to your chord. So you have a C, and so you're playing C's in this hand. And you have an A minor, and you're playing A's in this hand. This was way advanced. This is way further along than what we had gotten. But the fact that you were out here plucking around on it, I really wanted to explore that during your lesson.
I don't remember where this was. I don't know my notes on bass cut still.
Remember, okay, so your spaces are all cows eat grass. Yeah, that's your
First note.
The first one should be a C and a G. Yes. Move your thumb to the G. Yes. Try one more time. Yep, that's your C chord. Nice.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay. I have only met needle with the first page.
So this is really impressive to me. The fact that you kind of were able to come out here and just pluck around and find that and just play through this. It's just astonishing to me, and I'm very proud of you. I'm glad we've been able to come this far in our lessons. Let's play through your piece one more time.
Okay.
And I want you to just be as comfortable as you can be, okay? I'm going to count you in. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2. That's coming along just swimmingly. I could not be happier about this. How do you feel about your lesson so far?
Really good. I'm really impressed. Did not think I was going to be able to play a song with using, even though it's not the same time, but still back and forth. Especially when I first saw like this jumping with one note here, I was like, nope, that's never going to happen. So impressed that I've been able to get that.
I am very, very, very impressed, and I can't wait to continue having lessons because I believe that you have a natural ability for piano, and I want you to explore all of that you can, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, well, I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to teach you, and I hope you are great until next lesson.